like more like.
Hi, I'm Nicole, and this is for my Speech 101 class, and this is my audience.
Hi, everybody.
All right.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello, so I'm doing a presentation on a destination that my family usually goes to around the summer. And whenever you think of a vacation spot, you probably think of the Cancuns, London, South America, Europe, someplace over like in the other continents. Well, I have a different destination, and my destination is Minnesota. I'm going to be telling you about the history of Minnesota, probably something with Indians, and then the climate of Minnesota. A lot of snow, that's for sure, and then many lakes. And then I'm lastly going to tell you about the trivia about Minnesota. So first of all, Minnesota first joined the Union in 1858, and it was the 32nd state to become part of the USA. The name Minnesota means, name Minnesota in Native American means many means water, soda means sky tinted. And the reason why it's Native American is because 93% of the population in Minnesota during that time was Native American in Minnesota. That was before the Civil War, but after the Civil War, when the Europeans started to come over from Europe into the USA, and after all the wars that happened in the US, the population downgraded into 1% of Indians. And so since there is a European influence on the states, the prominent industries in Minnesota were logging and iron ore. Logging in the middle northern parts, and also iron ore just in the northern mainly. So the next part is climate, and usually you'd find a lot of precipitation throughout the year, 31.6 on average inches, and then the average humidity is around 70.6. This is really high because over here it's really desert, but in that part of the USA it's really humid because of all the lakes and everything. And there's usually 7 months long of winter because, like I said, a lot of rain, and it's just a lot of snow, and it's really cold, and that's why it's called the continental climate. And the average temperature in the continental climates is 53.6 degrees. And because of the continental climate, it's a cooler summer, cooler than here, and it feels, whenever you're walking outside, it feels like you're walking in 90-degree weather, but when it's 70 to 80-degree weather. So don't be fooled. The land of 10,000 lakes. It's because of all the rain that it gets throughout the year, and also that equates to all the green region just in that area. And the largest of the 10,000 lakes is the Red Lake, 289,000 acres surface area. And that does not compare to Lake Superior. Lake Superior has 3 quadrillion gallons of water, fresh water, in the world, in that one lake. That might seem like it's a blur in your head. Now let's take it down and did 10% of the world's fresh water in that one lake. That's a lot of water. And because of all these lakes, people love to fish. The most common fish that they fish for is the walleye. And people joke around saying that the mosquito is the state bird, when really it's actually the common loon. And they joke around about saying that is because the mosquitoes like to breed around there a lot because of all the water. So let's review history. I talked about the Indian population before the Civil War, and then after the Civil War, the European influence on the whole country and also Minnesota. Then the climate, it's usually really humid and really cold in the winter. Trivia, lakes, bunch of lakes, but the main one that you want to think of is Lake Superior that borders Minnesota. So whenever you're talking about a vacation destination or like some trivia facts to your friends or family, I hope you can say to them, did you know that Minnesota has more than 10,000 lakes? And they might be like, wow, that's a lot of lakes. I have never known that. And you could just blurt in there and say, yeah, sure, you betcha. And you know, that's a little expression that they say over there in the Midwest. So yeah, I hope you had a fun time listening to this and hope you learned something.
All right.